And we are back, and we just finished watching 2022's The Invitation, rated PG-13 with a runtime of 1 hour and 45 minutes. We saw this on Netflix. Netflix. This is directed by Jessica M. Thompson, with writing credits to Blair Butler.
Remember when the word butler used to make Gracie crack up?
Yes. This was exhausting.
It wasn't brutally exhausting. It was.
It
Yeah,
put you to sleep.
It was tiring.
What are you talking about?
It did make me fall asleep, like when the big reveals were happening. Even though you knew what the hell was going on from the get go. I mean, just look at Walter's face, and you're just like, that dude's a vampire.
Whoops! Spoilers.
I think they give that away in the trailer.
Yeah. So this is, once again, we've delved right back into vampire lore.
Yeah.
We can't seem to get enough of vampires. I guess zombies are out and vampires are back in.
Those zombie-ish creatures on Last of Us are pretty good.
Pretty interesting, yeah.
We should have just watched that episode of that.
Yeah. Well, you saw it. I didn't.
I'd watch it again with you.
All right. Maybe. I'm exhausted from this. I did not enjoy this. I have nothing. What could have made this better?
You mentioned something about like, oh, there was a rated R version that was more violent.
Yeah.
Maybe if they did that, but I got to be honest, this felt to me like a young adult romance novel with like a fantasy bent. Oh, the vampire. It just the whole setup and like,
it took forever
I'm
to get
charmed.
to where it was going.
It took forever to where it was going, and then like when they did show you like little bits of horror, like when the help were getting killed and stuff, it just really wasn't that interesting.
No.
It got a little confusing because I could swear that one maid got killed twice.
Yes. Because I was like, wait, I thought she was dead already.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
there was only 5 maids.
There was only 5 maids. Yeah. You never saw like the smaller Spanish-looking maid get killed.
I don't think anybody wanted her.
She was just dead.
Yeah.
They just showed her dead later on
in the ice house, whatever.
Yeah, and I could swear to God that
other woman that got her throat slashed.
I think number 5 or whatever. I'm pretty sure she got killed like twice.
I don't.
That's just sloppy.
It is funny because when we were watching it, you did turn to me at one point and were like, "This feels like a young adult."
Yeah,
and
like a badly written young adult, like that sort of thing that you pick up at the library or you buy before you get on a plane or something. If you're into that sort of thing.
Well, we've never seen. Well, I've actually seen the first Twilight movie, but you haven't.
No, I've seen scenes from it. I got to be honest, the only thing I really remember of any Twilight film, I've seen scenes, but even that, the only one I remember is that
the last one,
that epic battle at the end with Michael Sheen, just
Wesley Snipes,
just his face throughout that whole thing is just
amazing.
Comedy gold.
Yeah, amazing.
It should have been just 2 hours of him staring at the camera making ridiculous faces.
I would watch that. Ooh, I love Michael Sheen.
I'm a vampire.
I mean, maybe if they got more gory and violent, this would have been interesting.
No, I mean, at least give me something to look at. There was like nothing to see. Even the vampires are stalking whoever the hell they're stalking. You don't really see much. You see, oh look, there's creepy fingernails.
Yeah.
And then that's it. They don't really show anything. And then there's gruff butler leading these maids to their death at random intervals. It really wasn't. There was nothing visually interesting. I mean, the house looked cool. Like if you were into that sort of thing.
I thought it was like CG'd.
I mean, the outside of the house may have been CG. Who knows? I mean, if they could have, maybe that. I'm betting that it was like in Eastern Europe somewhere, and that house was like for rent for like $8, and then there was nothing there. Yeah, there was nothing there that hooked you, and then you have like the big thing at the end, and he wasn't even that formidable. It was like, it was sort of like, okay, job done, took care of it.
Yeah.
And then like the betrayal of one of the vampire wives.
Yeah.
It was just like, what? Because she was nice? I don't know.
So this was filmed in Hungary.
Look at that. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Was released last year in August. The box office, the estimated budget on this was $10 million. The U.S.-Canada gross was $25 million.
Oh, it did good.
Opening weekend in U.S. and Canada, $6 million. Worldwide gross, $33,700,080. 80, yeah.
So that sounds like a success to me for because
I mean, it made
they
three
sure
times its money.
sure as hell didn't advertise it. I've never heard of this thing before it appeared on Netflix.
Yeah, and there aren't really like big marquee actors. I mean, you know Nathalie Emmanuel from stuff.
Yeah, I've never seen him.
No, I thought I've seen him.
If I did see him, I could picture seeing him on like a Hallmark thing. I've seen. You know
what?
I saw the Butler. The Butler. He was Alfred on Gotham, I think.
We've seen the one who plays the cousin.
That guy, yeah. I don't know where I've seen him before, but he's been in something.
He was Prince Radovid in The Witcher.
All right.
Was he the guy that played the instrument?
No. That guy's name's like Joxer or something like that.
I feel like we've seen him somewhere, but I can't find anything that...
Yeah, I feel like I've seen him too. I'm sure we have. You know, there's English actors. They're everywhere.
Oh, I know.
What?
Fleabag. He was the boyfriend that wound up getting married, I guess, and having the baby.
Oh, yes. Okay.
That's where we know
That's
him
where
from.
we know him from. Okay.
I knew his stupid face from somewhere.
But, yeah. I guess the elder wife was that lady from Mr. Robot.
She mangled her face. God damn
I wouldn't say mangled, but there was something going on that was not
normal,
ideal.
And
her boobs were just all over the place.
Oh my God. Her tits were enormous. I was like, it was distracting. And her face.
But you know what? It wasn't like they were like out in the open getting thrashed about. It was just they were like sort of like jiggling in the cups of her dress.
Yes, but it was still distracting. I was like, oh, this is not attractive. Why did you do this? Anyway, what could have made this better?
Give me something more to look at. I mean, I don't care about her looking pensively out the window or I'm going to go jogging in the misty moors. And nothing came of that. I don't care about her making a love connection with a vampire guy. I mean, all of that stuff could have been done in like 15, 20 minutes, and we could have gotten to see some like gruesome kills and thrill, something exciting. Come on, scare, even jump scares. There was no jump scares. There was nothing.
Yeah.
And seriously, the
how is this even tagged as a horror?
I guess because there's blood in it. I don't know. And it wasn't even that bloody.
No.
It was. Oh, so they have blood on their face.
It wasn't interesting.
Yeah. No, this was not good. Not good.
I would have preferred if they had. You know what would have made this movie better? Instead of this whole, like, we're going to romance this girl and make her wife number 3 nonsense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're giving away the whole plot here.
Yeah,
but we're doing you a favor. Yeah, it's not worth
watching. Instead of all of that, what they should have done is they should have made her like Girl Blade, where she's half vampire, half human, and she's trying to rid the world of these bad vampires.
That would have been a completely different movie.
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I would have rather seen a different movie. Yeah.
It was a different movie. Absolutely. The only thing that would have saved this film was if it had just completely taken this script, burned it.
I wouldn't so blatantly rip off Blade, though. I mean,
I feel like you can sort of get away with that. I mean, you wouldn't call it Blade, obviously.
Knife.
Yeah. And now you have the added thing that she's
knife.
sort of like in England, right?
Yeah.
So
she's the afternoon walker.
yeah. That's what they should have called it instead of the invitation, the afternoon walker. Yeah.
Different enough so we don't get sued, the movie.
I mean, I think that they should have just gone a completely different route. Like, make it, because I feel like she's been in like those Fast and Furious movies, right? So make her like the new action girl. She's certainly pretty enough to be.
Yeah. I mean, I could, yeah, absolutely. I don't know.
And the ending sort of gave that vibe off.
Yeah, but it still didn't make any sense.
It didn't.
Like, okay, I understand, obviously, this guy, you want to get him, but let's be honest, you're still a normal person. You're not some sort of superpowered vampire.
I mean, did she retain any of her vampireness? No.
She was completely normal, and somehow now she's got enough money to fly her friend out to England with a baseball bat so they could just
beat these guys.
They could just beat this guy to death in his office.
Yeah.
You're going to jail for that. What are you going to say? He tried to turn me into a vampire.
Who's going to buy that?
Yeah, the police are really going to buy this story.
Right.
So we had to cave his head in. He just lured me here to be a vampire.
See, what they should have done is they should have made her Lady Blade. She's like kicking ass and whatever. And then her friend could have been like Whistler, right?
Oh, suddenly she just knows how to make gadgets and stuff.
Yeah. And like, she's the girl in the control room.
I'm tired of working in catering. I'm going to pursue my passion in making death traps for my vampire hunter
friend.
Best bud.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. They could have done a quick little montage in the beginning of how they grew up and they were like sister friends, and then she realizes, oh shit, my friend's a half vampire, and then they go from there.
And walk around in the afternoon.
Yeah, and half vampire girl's like, yo, this is a burden. I don't want to be this, man.
Yeah.
But what can I do? And then she makes her mother. Oh, that's it. Her mother was Lady Blade, and she was trying to rid the world of these bad guys. And then she gets taken out, and then the daughter finds out that she's half vampire. So now she's going to follow in her mom's footsteps.
Yeah, all right. Wouldn't she be a quarter vampire if her mom was half vampire? Unless she married another half vampire.
I don't know how that works, but I mean, maybe she's full vampire. We don't know. They don't really talk about the dad.
Yeah.
He could have been full vampire. So that would make her
ridiculous.
More than a quarter.
Yeah, this is just.
Yeah, this wasn't good.
Yeah.
I mean, this might be like if you're a young emo girl, goth girl.
Yeah,
this is kind of in your wheelhouse.
I mean, I guess so. If you're desperate for cheesy vampire romance.
Yeah, this is for you.
But this one turns out bad.
Yeah.
It's not like as though he's just like, oh, my family's making me do this. Nah,
yeah, or I'm so alone. I've been alive for thousands of years. Yeah. I'm just looking for love.
I'm just looking for love. Too bad you're not in high school. We could have really had a love connection.
Really hooked up. Yeah. What was that thing in the bed? He put her to sleep. I just want someone to see me.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm not a monster. Yeah. I just want somebody to see me. Look at my suffering.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right.
1 to 10.
Let's wrap this turd up. I'll give this a 4.
4. I am going to give this a 5. It wasn't the worst thing I ever saw. It wasn't the best thing I ever saw. I guess if you're looking for new entertainment, it is available on Netflix. There was an IMDb disclaimer saying that they were going to release a more bloody, violent, nude, more nudity-filled version of this on VOD. I don't think that's what we saw on Netflix.
Was it on Netflix?
Yeah. And I don't know. I think, I mean, if you're going to do this, I think you've got to go hard, right?
If you want to see a good vampire movie, go watch the remake of Fright Night. That's a good one.
Yes. Colin Farrell was amazing.
Colin Farrell was great. He was
creepy as fuck.
Creepy vampire. David
What
Tennant.
else was good? I know that we've seen it once. I'd like to watch it again. Byzantium with Saoirse.
Byzantium was good.
I really liked that.
Byzantium was good.
What else is a good vampire movie? Kronos?
Kronos is good. Very sort of
Del Toro.
A different take on vampires.
Day Tripper, Day Walker, whatever. The one with Ethan Hawke.
Daybreakers.
Daybreaker.
Great up until the end.
Up until the end, I was going to say.
They kind of
screwed the pooch there.
They missed an opportunity there at the end.
Yes.
That they should have taken.
Yeah, I was really on board with that film until the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's another good vampire? Twilight Part 2.
No. None of them.
The big fight scene. Come on, that
was like in the 5th or 6th one, wasn't it? That was the big grand finale, which apparently didn't even happen. It was all a dream. Yeah, that's some. Good,
I mean,
good
that fight alone is cinema.
That's the type of writing everybody loves, when everything's just a freaking dream.
Oh, like Who Shot JR?
Who Shot JR?
Do people still do that scam, that bait and switch? It was all a dream.
At some point, somebody's going to be like, oh, man, it's the most original idea, and it was all a dream. And, yeah, they'll forget that that's like one of the worst writing tropes ever.
Yeah. Oh, Let the Right One In?
Let the Right One In was good.
What else is good, Vampire? What We Do in the Shadows.
Hey, you know what?
That is a good
movie. It's a movie with vampires, and it's very entertaining.
Good. Yeah.
Very entertaining. This just for the sandwich joke alone. Jermaine Clement is awesome.
He really is. I can't think of another one.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I feel like vampires are overdone. Fuck vampires.
They make them. There was like such a long period of time where it was just like this sort of like Anne Rice-ish type vampire, where they're just like, oh, look at me. Woe is me.
I'm tortured.
And it's just like, just shut up. Just go around killing people. That's why I liked Fright Night so much, because he
just didn't give a fuck. He
did not care. He was just loathsome.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Talking about his mom and his girlfriend.
You could smell them.
Yeah. It's like saying things like she's ripe.
The way he said it too.
Yeah, it's like come on, she's like 16, you perv. Or the original Friday Night.
Not as good as the remake.
Not as good as the remake, but the original's good.
The original's good, but I feel like the remake is better. I mean,
I think the remake's more like frightening, I would say.
Even freaking David Tennant's crazy, like, magician nonsense. Yeah.
This Chris Angel sort of weirdo guy. Lots of better vampire movies. This is not going to be up there.
Yelchin. Oh, still can't believe he's gone.
Yeah, that was a tragedy.
Yeah.
So anyway, 4,
5. Skip it. Go watch Paddington 2.
Absolutely, yeah. Go watch Paddington 2. It's not a vampire,
but it's an awesome
movie.
But it's an awesome movie, and you'll feel good. Mm-hmm. It'll make you want to be a better band.
Be a better man.
That's it from us, and we will bid you all a good night.
Good night.